Sometimes it's acting up a little bit. All right, YouTube should be working now. I just turned off a little bit. Okay, so what is the lesson? Just like it says, what is that? A needle is not sharp at both ends. It's sharp at one end, blunt on the other end, because one end needs to be the one that is piercing the cloth. In the other end, initially, is that where you push. It's acting up a little bit. Somebody's talking. All right. I think we're good. I have no idea who's talking. Anyway, oh, that was me. I'm getting feedback. All right, back to us the lesson. So if you look at people who are successful, they are one-pointed. They're focused. You know, you always hear this thing that people say, don't put all your eggs in one basket. You heard that before? And if you think about it, that's only applicable when you already reach a certain level of success. It's just like your money. If you invest it in 20, 30 different things, assuming you have a limited funds initially, if you invest in like 20 different things, true, you're safe, but you don't get anywhere. But if you pick a few of them that are, high probability be successful, there's some risk. So you're consolidating, you're making your money work for you. So when they say don't put your eggs in all in one basket, actually you do. When you're starting out, you want to focus. You want to put all your effort into one objective. You succeed in that effort, in that project, then you use that to do another one. And that's why we always recommend the book. Most of you have heard this if you're with me in the 7-day purification. The One Thing. Remember that? And I love that book. It's by Keller, Kellar, and Papasan. Those are the names of the authors, last names. I think Peter Keller or something Keller. Keller and Papasan. Right? Just look it up. The One Thing. There's only one book like that. All right? And if you want to get an outline of it, to just kind of listen to it, go on YouTube. There's several authors that refer to that book. It's amazing. And one of the things that he said in that book is success is actually sequential. And the metaphor he always uses is a juggler. You would think that people are always juggling so many different things. But in reality, when a person's juggling, I don't know, that's what he said, I don't juggle. Okay. When a person's juggling, it's actually sequential. You might think that all the balls in the air, actually it's not. It's just he's moving or she's moving the ball so quickly, it gives the illusion that you have so many balls in the air simultaneously. But actually it's sequential, regardless. And the most important part of that book is actually the question, what is the one thing you will do in this particular project, whatever it is, your health, your relationships, your finances, your spirituality, whatever it is, what is the one thing you can do such that by doing it, all becomes irrelevant or unnecessary. And I just love that. When I was listening to it, I go, that's right. We're trying to do so many things. And that's why the example he always uses, you always hear stories like the dominoes falling. If you line it up, boom, you hit it and it falls, right? He says the secret is choosing the big domino. Which is the critical domino that if you topple that one, everything will just follow. Now, sounds great, right? But a lot of us, what do we try to do? We want to topple this one, and we want to topple that one, we want to topple that one, we want to topple that one. So energy is scattered. You want to be successful? Pick one project, put your all in it. So you pick something in your health. Okay, so what is the one thing you can do with your health such that by doing it, everything else becomes irrelevant or not necessary. Yeah. How about your relationships? How about your finances? What is the one thing you can do such that by doing it, everything else is not necessary or most are not necessary or relevant anymore? Same thing with your spirituality. A simple example would be, let's just say finances, because that's more tangible. Spirituality is very, very vague. Let's talk about finances. What is the one thing you can do just such that by doing it, over and over again, everything else will take care of itself. You go, I don't know. Oh, what if I get another income stream? You have your job. We go, what if I have one extra income stream? Just one thing. And because of that, and it's doing very, very well, then my job becomes the supplemental income. It could be that. Or it could be as almost trivial, like for my health, if I just get up 1 hour earlier, I'll be able to exercise, I'll be able to do my meditation, I will be able to start my day right instead of dragging my body out of bed. Wait, but that's actually not the one thing. The one thing is if I get to bed earlier than before, that might be it. Because in the past, the reason I stay in bed, I can get up in the morning because I waste so much time before going to bed. Watch this. Going through useless websites, going through my phone hours upon hours on stupid things. And because of that, I get to bed, toss and turn because, there's so much blue light. It's suppressing your melatonin, so your body can't sleep. So you end up having difficulty getting out of bed. So it's not getting up in the morning that's the issue. It's because I go to bed late. Okay, so let's try this. What is the one thing I can do that will affect my health, my work, my meditation, just such that by doing that, all these things, I don't have to force myself to get up. I don't have to force myself to exercise. I don't have to force myself to meditate because just by going to bed early, I am able to get up early in the morning. That extra 1 hour gives me the chance to meditate, to exercise, to meditate, to plan my day, to prioritize my tasks for the day. Boom. One thing. You go, wow. Exactly. Read the book. It's an amazing book. And it just reflects what my teacher told me many years ago. My teacher said, he says, you want to be successful? Any task that is not related to your outcome, get rid of it. And I'm going, what does it mean? Then he had me think, okay, what is your objective? The what? Remember that? We talked about this morning. What is your objective? Okay, you want to make more money. You want to have better health. You want to have better relationship. You want to have more inner peace. Whatever it is, pick your objective. And then you ask yourself, why do I want it? That's important because the why gives you the fuel and the motivation when, and this is not if, when you encounter obstacles or hindrances. That is what I got to do this. Even though I have some setbacks, I'm going to keep going. That is the why that will make you do it. That's what keeps you going. And then you go the how. The how basically the tasks that are involved. That's where you apply this principle. Okay, in order to have better finances, I need to do 5 things, for example. Then you ask yourself, each of these, let's say there are 5 tasks, are all of them equally important? Or by taking care of one and putting my energy into it, the rest becomes irrelevant. You have to decide what that is. Oftentimes, if you have so many things, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, so you're multitasking, but in reality, a lot of time being wasted because your energy is scattered. You just pick, okay, this is important, no, is this important, no, this is important now, but this is important later. But if I do this, this becomes not important. Let me think. It requires what? Sharpening your mind. What is important? What is not important? And the way it's shared to me by my teacher, he says, it's very simple. You ask 2 questions. Question number 1, importance. What is important? Number 2, urgency. That's it. You go, Master, what do you mean? Yeah, you just look at it. What is important? What is very important? And then you go, what is urgent? What is not urgent? By these 2 criteria, we go, this is important, this is urgent. Okay, so far that's important. That's the top of the list. Next one, you go, This is important, but not so urgent. Okay, so that goes number 2. Then you go, this is not so important, but urgent. Let's compare with the first one. It's urgent, important. Next one is important, not so urgent. Okay, it's important, but not so urgent. So I can put it down later because even though it's important, I don't have to act on it right away. And you just go down the chain. At some point, you go, oh, I got it. This is the most important thing. And sure enough, if I do this, the rest are not so critical. Or I can give myself time and not to get stressed out. Make sense? Some of you going, I came here for meditation and spiritual practice, not how to manage my time. I go, well, let me ask you a simple question. Do you need to have time to meditate? Yeah. Well, if you're wasting your time doing useless things, how are you going to find time to meditate? Right? Practical spirituality, not airy-fairy, spaced out like you're going to drug spirituality. We don't do that. It's useless. It just gives the illusion you're spiritual, but you're not accomplishing anything. Because we covered that this morning. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go back to that talk this morning. Your spiritual development is reflected in the results you produce. Your spiritual development is what? Reflected in the results you produce. Just saying I'm a spiritual person doesn't mean anything. If nobody's life is transformed, nobody's life gets better because of you, useless. You can chant all day long. You can quote every verse in every holy book. If no one's benefiting from your existence, whatever. That sounds harsh, but it's a reality. Your spiritual development is reflected in the lives you touch, the service you provide to the world. And it could be different for different people. Like my teacher always said, you have to leave a spiritual landmark. You don't want to almost ready to leave your body at whatever age, and you look at your life, you go, that was a complete waste of time. I wasted that thing partying, taking drugs, and doing stupid things, and now here I am, nothing to show for it. What a waste. Yeah, but I have big chakras. I have big aura. And what are you doing with it? Nothing. Well, waste of time. You might as well just party. Make sense? I know this sounds harsh, but sometimes we just need a wake-up call. You want to leave this incarnation better than when you first arrived. Simple as that. In order to do that, you need to be one-pointed on what your projects are. That's why I love it. When I saw that a needle is not sharp at both ends. It's sharp only one end, so it can pierce through whatever that resistance is and get the job done. And it's different for different people. We're just giving you the principles. So you think about your health, your relationships, your finances. You just pick them. In each one, are you one-pointed or are you wishy-washy and doing 20 different things at the same time? Which one? And as we mentioned in the earlier session, which I highly recommend you watch, the way to know is look for your benchmarks. How's my level of inner peace this year compared to last year? How do I handle crisis this year than I did last year? When someone insults me, how do I respond this year compared to last year? What's my level of inner peace now compared to last year? If you don't keep raising your standards, you're sliding back. You're sliding back. We shared this before. There's a river of time that just keeps going. You stand still, you're actually going backwards. And I'll dress the part. "Oh, but it's so stressful. That's why I got out of the corporate world. I don't want stress." Stress is just a perception on your part. Stress is actually something you can harness to be able to be more successful. Because stress simply means there's change that's going to happen. So your perception would be like, "Oh man, stress." But if you think about it, this is stressful, but look, it's a challenge. Yeah, I can do this. Let's overcome it. It's all in your head, though. If your attitude is right, everything helps you. That's why, Tony Robbins says it, right? Life is not happening to you. Life is happening for you. It's happening for you depending on your response to what's happening. A setback is only a setback if you don't learn from it. Right? We shared this. It's one of the Chinese proverbs before. A mistake is only a mistake if you don't learn from it and correct it. Then it's a total screw up. But if it's a mistake and you go, okay, at least next time I know what not to do, then it's good. It gets you to where you are. But there has to be just constancy of aim. What is it that I want? And constant pressure to keep pushing yourself in that direction. That's what achievers do. They keep raising the bar. They hit a certain goal, they go for the next one, go for the next one, go for the next one. It never stops. Now, if that's not your perception of life, this is not for you. Because I'm not going to stop. As long as God gave me breath for this body, that's what I'm going to keep pushing. Because that's how my teacher taught me, and that's hopefully something I can share with you. Because it might feel like pressure, like stress. You go through it a certain amount of time, you look back, you go, that was good. Look at what I have accomplished. But if we keep giving each other excuses, that's that. You're screwed. You're gonna really live a life of regret. I should have done that. I should have done this. I should this, should that, should this. So ask yourself, what do you want in your finances? Are you happy with it? If not, well, are you doing something about it? No? Then basically you settled. How about your health? Yeah, but okay, then you settled. No excuses. Don't give yourself, but you don't understand. Yeah, I don't understand. It's obvious. If it's not what you want, you're not doing something about it, you give up. Call it like it is. If it's something you don't like and you're not doing anything about it, you accepted it. You can give 1,000 pages of excuses. All they are is just excuses. What do you want to be? Are you doing something about it? If not, you give up. But if you're doing something about it, then pat yourself in the back. Okay, good. At least I'm moving forward. Put my energy towards so I can be successful. Be like the needle. Just keep piercing forward. So I hope that lesson resonated with most of you. I know some of you probably don't like it. Well, as I say, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just sharing with you that what has really impacted my life. And I know what it's like to be useless. That's so harsh. Useless. Yeah, useless. You're not accomplishing anything. You're useless. What else are you going to call it? Well, I'm very, very relaxed. Yeah, you're just dressing up words to make you feel better, to hide the failure. So the question is, why do we say it with such harsh words? Because if you don't feel a little bit of the sting, you won't move. True? Think about it. If you don't feel the sting, you're very comfortable. I'm just cruising. If you're just cruising, you're not going to accomplish anything. You have to keep raising the bar, raising the bar, raising the bar, raising the bar. My teacher, even last few years before he left his body was very sick, not doing very well. He didn't say, "Oh, let me go on a holiday, let me just cruise." And no, he pushed himself. Even with the physical ailment, he was receiving healing, he was doing healing. And I'm going, "Master, you should rest." No, 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 no. We're doing healing so I can get this done. It's not doing healing to get well. He's doing self-healing so that he can get his projects done. He was writing 13 books. He was traveling all over the world with a heart ailment and this ailment. And he said, "Doesn't matter. I have to finish what my teacher told me to do. I'm good." So he was receiving healing. He was doing self-healing, not so that he'll feel better so he can relax. He was doing self-healing so he can finish writing his books. He can fulfill what his teacher told him to do. I heard that. I'm going, wow, I just ran out of excuses to be a lazy ass. That was my inspiration. And same thing, I had the opportunity to see Tony when the pandemic happened. All his events shut down. He didn't go, "Woe is me." He says, "No, this is not acceptable." What did he do? Turned around, had his online UPW. I was there. It's like, Zoom will only give him, 1,000 connections? Not acceptable. He went and talked to the owner, raised it to 22,000 connections, built a whole studio. He won't settle. If you look at successful people, that's how it's done. Whatever the obstacle is in front of them, they pierce through it. That's why I love this when I saw that. Amazing. A needle. What is that again? A needle is not sharp at both ends, only one end. Because that's the end that just keep piercing forward. So ask yourself. You're not doing this for me, by the way. You're not giving any feedback. I'm just opening my mouth and doing it. Step 1, what is it you want? Number 2, why do you want it? Number 3, what are the tasks that you need to get on to get that objective? Prioritize it. What is important, what's not important, what is just being busy but not productive? And then schedule everything. By scheduling, you're committed. Without a deadline, it's a plan. It's an amazing plan, and it's just a plan. But when you put a deadline, oh man, we're serious. It's just like people, they want to get married. Until they put a date, it's an idea. The secret word to success is when. Because when forces people to commit. So if you give yourself deadlines, then you have no choice but to push yourself. Don't wait for others to push you. Because if you wait for others to push you, then you're at other people's mercy. I don't like that. Let's meditate. To the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother, to my teacher, Master Tsokok Sui Mahaguji Mailing, all the great spiritual teachers, holy masters, to all the saints of all traditions, archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers, I humbly ask for your blessings of light, love, guidance, help, and protection. Thank you for blessing me with a loving heart, an intelligent mind, and a powerful will, that I may accomplish my goals and be able to serve others. We thank you in full faith, and so it is. All right, ready? Put your hand like this. I am that. I'm not the body, I'm not the emotion or the thoughts, I am the soul. I, the soul, am a spiritual being of divine intelligence, divine love, and divine power. I am that, the soul, the spiritual self. I, the soul, am connected and one to my higher soul. I am connected and one to the divine spirit in me. I am a child of God. We're all children of God. We're one with God, we're one with all. There's only oneness. Now open your hands in blessing. We will do the great invocation. So just imagine all of us are beings of light inside the big bright sun looking out into the solar system. Collectively, let's project a brilliant beam of light and aim it at Mother Earth. Let's chant Om 3 times. Om, Om, Om. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of every person, every being. Let light descend on earth. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of every person, every being. Let love descend on earth. May God's message of love return to earth. From the center where the will of God is known, let purpose guide the wills of every person, every being, the purpose which the Holy Masters and the spiritual hierarchy know and serve. Let goodwill and the willingness to do good descend on earth. From the center which we call the human race, let the plan of love and light work out, and may it seal the door where any evil dwells. Let light, love, and power descend throughout the entire earth. Let light, love, and power restore and manifest the divine plan on earth. Now, so be it. Now just be still. Let the blessings of power, love, and intelligence flow through us, and bless every person, every being on earth now. Again, from the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of every person, every being. Let light descend on earth. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of every person, every being. Let divine love descend on earth. May God's message of love return to earth. From the center where the will of God is known, let divine purpose guide the wills of every person, every being, the purpose which the Holy Masters know and serve. Let goodwill and the willingness to do good descend on earth. From the center, which we call the human race, let the plan of love and light work out, and may it seal the door where evil dwells. Let light, love, and power descend on earth. Let light, love, and power manifest and restore the divine plan on earth. So be it. Be still. Now just be aware of the beautiful, brilliant light floating above your head like a miniature sun. Just imagine the miniature sun, golden flame just floating above your head. Just put your entire awareness on it. The rest will be done for you. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of every person, every being. Let light descend on earth. Be still. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of every person, every being. Let love descend on earth. May God's messenger of love return to earth. Be still. From the center where the will of God is known, let purpose guide the wills of every person, every being, the purpose which the Holy Masters know and serve. Let goodwill and the willingness to do good descend on earth. From the center which we call the human race and all the other races, let the plan of love and light work out, and may it seal the door where evil dwells. Let light, love, and power descend throughout the entire earth. Let light, love, and power restore and manifest the divine plan on earth now. So be it. Just be still. Let's chant Om 3 times. Om. 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 Just be still, let the blessings flow through us of divine intelligence, which is light, divine love, and divine power and will. Just let that flow through us. May all be blessed. And just lower your hands. Keep your eyes closed. Keep your tongue in the roof of your mouth. Just leave your complete attention on that brilliant light floating above your head. Just listen. Let go. Now. Gently, slowly, very gently and slowly come back. Move your fingers, move your toes, gently and slowly come back. Raise your hands in blessing position. Let's release the excess energies our bodies cannot absorb. Picture the people you love in your life. Fill them with beautiful golden light. May all of them be blessed with good health, with happiness, with abundance and prosperity, and with spirituality. So be it. May all be blessed. So be it. Now be aware of your feet, the base of your spine. Project golden light downwards. Let's get grounded, right? Let our beloved Mother Earth be blessed with divine light, divine love, and divine power. Let our beloved Mother Earth be healed, regenerated, and revitalized. So be it. May all be divinely blessed. So be it. Just keep blessing the golden energy down into the earth. May all be divinely blessed. So be it. Okay, let's give thanks to the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother. Thank you to all the spiritual elders, holy masters, to all the saints of all traditions, archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers. Personally, to my teacher, Master Chokoksui, Mahagu Jumeling, and all the high beings, we thank you for divine light, love, and power. Thank you for your guidance, help, and protection. We thank you in full faith, and so it is. All right. It was not a long meditation, but if you're sensitive, you would have felt massive amounts of energy flowing through us. And, at the last part, some of you might have noticed, something different about it. If you've been with us long enough, we always add special sauce. Just give it a little bit of energy so you can take off a little higher. So that gives you a little push. Okay? Anyway, thank you very much for joining. I know a lot of you have been with us for many, many years, since the pandemic. And for the ones who are new, I thought it was just going to be a 3-week thing so that we can support a lot of you who are stuck at home. I didn't realize that, it's helped so many people, so we just keep going. Right. Namaste, everyone. We will see you on The next one is, when the heck is it? Oh, today's Monday. So Wednesday. Okay, Wednesday, 10 a.m. Namaste. God bless. Take good care. And we'll see you in the next session. Bye-bye. Bye.